Hello guys, Jambo here and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm making a kind of different video. I'm using a facecam, so tell me if I should do more facecam videos. And I'm playing this game that a lot of you suggested me to do. It's called What Would You Do If? So there are some questions and I'm going to answer them. So let's start with the first one. What would you do if you suddenly got the look of a monster? Well, I already look like a monster. Just kidding. Stay home for the rest of your days, kill yourself, go outside and scare people. I would just go outside and scare people and maybe make some pranks for YouTube. So a lot of people choose the go outside and scare people. What would you do if the purge was a real thing in your country? Hide and wait the time out, go out and purge along with your friends, sleep as you always do at the time of the day. I will just sleep. Or maybe go out and purge along with my friends, but I have no friends, so let's just sleep. Okay, so a lot of people would just hide. Let's go with the next one. What would you do if you had to live with a monkey that would become very aggressive unless you either have sex with the monkey once a month, have a loving, intimate, non-sexual relationship, marry it and become like any married couple? I would just marry the monkey because why not? What would you do if you could transform into anything? Pull pranks on people, use it for justice, personal use. So transform into anything. Of course, personal use, I could become anything and make more money. There are infinite possibilities if I could transform myself into anything, so of course I would use that for personal use, just like everyone else. What would you do if everyone in the world wanted to kill you? Hide, fight them off, kill yourself. Of course I would fight them because I can fight the whole world. What would you do if you were a psychiatrist and your patient tells you he intends to kill a woman? Report the threat and lose your job, stick to principles and remain silent, tell him to kill someone you hate. I will stick to principles and remain silent, and of course I will try to convince him to not kill him. What would you do if an angry mob of 200 people arriving in 1 minute marched towards your house? Try to reason with them, hide somewhere in the house, end your life quickly before they get you. I will try to reason with them. What would you do if you could see the future? Play with stock market, warn the world of coming disasters, kill Austin Powers. I will play with stock market because I could earn a lot of money and also warn the world of coming disasters, but I don't know which one to choose, so let's go with the first one. What would you do if you found yourselves abducted by aliens? Wait and see what they have in mind, try to escape, kill them all and give their bodies to the FBI. I will wait and see what they have in mind. Maybe I can talk with them and that would be very interesting to see what they want to do. What would you do if everything you said sounded really sad? Well, everything that I say already sounds very sad because that's my voice. Become a public speaker? Well, that would be very boring. Tall class, use it in any manipulative way you imagine. Yeah, I could trick people by that, so I'm going with the third one. What would you do if you could go 10 minutes back in time and talk to yourself for 30 seconds? Try not to be really awkward about it. Tell yourself to stop procrastinating. Mess up time and space. I would just mess up time and space, that would be very fun. What would you do if you got a free middle class house? Party it to the ground, live in it, sell it. Well, if someone just handles me a free house, I would live in it for some time and maybe then sell it, but for now, let's say just live in it. Well, let's skip that. What would you do if you took over the media and its money? Go on a shopping spree, don't use fake news in stories, take over the world. Well, if I could take over the media, of course take over the world. What would you do if you got jailed for 30 years although you were innocent? Oh, that would be very bad. Wait 30 years until freedom, try to escape, go and look for a guy like Morgan Freeman. Well, if I just wait, what's the point? And if I try to escape, maybe I will try to escape, but maybe they will kill me, so but anyway, I will try to escape because 30 years are a lot. What would you do if you could choose one of the three options? What would you do if everyone could read everyone's mind for a day? Find a duck and learn from it. Hide, blast disturbing mental images in crowd. Neither of one are interesting, but I would find a duck and learn from it. Maybe they have some good ideas about the world. What would you do if you had to spend 1 hour in the world of GTA 5? Drive that dream car of yours, kill the people, explore the map peacefully. Maybe explore the map peacefully and I could drive the car there, so there's a win-win. What would you do if someone tried to share a urinal with you while you were using it? Look deeply into his eyes and ask, why? Stop mid-pee and switch places, aim at his shoes. First of all, why would someone do that? And maybe just stop, maybe just switch the places, or ask him to switch the places. What would you do if you could hack a website? Find weird FBI secrets, read your friends' chats, that would be fun, and delete every video on YouTube. Well, not the last one, but maybe the first one. Find weird FBI secrets, maybe I could find something interesting about them. What would you do if you were given $1 million? Donate everything to charity, use it for stock investment, consume. So I would use it for stock investment, I could earn more money and then give to charity and also consume some of them, so it's a win-win. What would you do if you couldn't feel fear anymore? Hook up with a lot of people, make a ton of money from illegal business, become a pro in extreme sports. Just become a pro in extreme sports because that would be very fun. What would you do if you encountered an alien? Try to kill the alien, try to reason with him, or run away? Well, try to reason with him, of course. Maybe he understands. What would you do if your dog suddenly talked to you? Well, I don't have a dog, but keep it for personal reasons, turn it into the government, football kick it to the moon. I would keep it for personal reasons, start talking with him, that would be very fun. Everything you touch turned into gold. Oh, I would touch this camera right here. Get rich but miserably. Don't touch anything, just use it as a party trick. That would be very fun. What would you do if you were the last person on earth? Steal all the food everywhere, live a different life every day in different homes, retreat to the wilderness. That would be very boring. Maybe I would just live a different life every day in different homes. I would travel and of course steal the food, but live a different life. What would you do if you found yourself in a zombie apocalypse? Steal a yacht, escape to the country and try to survive? Who can survive zombies? And get bitten before you die hopelessly. I will just steal a yacht because I would go on the ocean. Maybe zombies can't swim. What would you do if you could see people's chat and website history over the past 7 days above their head? Work for the FBI, become a social genius, find weird things, whisper I do that too. That would be very creepy. I would become a social genius, like I would see what people love to search and chat and maybe create a website and things like that. What would you do if you could stop time? Get enough sleep every day. Well, I already sleep too much. Pervy stuff. Or disappear in the middle of conversation. We already know what I'm going to do. What would you do if you got the opportunity to visit space? Have an orgasm in space, moonwalk like Michael Jackson at the moon, sing Life on Mars on Mars. Maybe moonwalk like Michael Jackson and make a video that would go viral. What would you do if your cousin wanted to have sex with you? Do it in secret, don't do it but everyone would think you do it. Buy a pickup, marry him, her and get 8 children. First of all, that would be very weird, so I wouldn't do it, but don't do it but everyone thinks you did it, whatever. What would you do if you could have dinner with anyone in the world? A dead historical figure, a person who is currently alive, a fictional character. A person who is currently alive. Oh, or maybe a fictional character. I can have dinner with Superman. What would you do if you could become the ultimate leader over a country of your choice? Pick a dysfunctional country and fix it. Choose a rich country and help the world. Choose a rich country to live good for yourself. Well, I would choose a rich country and help the world and also help that country, so that would be a win-win for everyone. What would you do if you had to remove one site? Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Well, of course YouTube no, but I also use Twitter a lot, so Facebook, because no one uses Facebook anymore. Well, a lot of people do, but not me. What would you do if you were suddenly elected as the President of the United States? Oh, so I'm the next Trump. Resign immediately, run the country for the greater good, bring chaos to the people. Of course, bring chaos to the people and ruin the US. Just kidding. What would you do if you gave birth to an alien? Give it up for adoption, keep it, just dump it in the street. Of course I would keep it, that would be very interesting. What would you do if you were given a chance to improve yourself? Become super attractive, smarter than anyone else, have a better sense of morality. I would become smarter than anyone else. What would you do if you were gifted immortality? So that would be very boring and sad too. Watch the world die, make money, long-term investments, fight crime forever. Well, watch the world die, that would be very boring. Also making money forever is like, then what? Fight crime forever, that would be impossible too, so maybe make money. What would you do if your best friend told you that she was a serial killer? Run for it, tell the authorities, ask if you could join her on the next kill. We could be best friends in crime. What the fuck just happened? Crashed. What would you do if you change the outcome of any historical event? End World War One? Kill them? Absolutely not. World War One. Okay guys, so I don't think I have enough battery because my camera is flashing, so that's it for today. Please tell me if you like this video. Also tell me if you want more similar videos with face cam of other games too. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did so. That's it. Thank you very much for watching this video and see you next time. Bye bye.